inability to stop almost anything has been the running theme for the Tar Heel defense this season, and that was the case for 3 quarters. But it's also been a recurrence for the defense to show up when it matters most to carry UNC to the finish. Behind a 4th quarter shutout that included forcing 2 turnovers on downs and an interception, the UNC defense had one last trick up its sleeve to beat the Demon Deacons 36-34, clinching the Coastal Division in the process. Taking the gloves off for a moment, the Carolina defense, even in wins, is hard to watch. For the bulk of the game, it's a unit that looks porous and gets run around by its opponents. Too often, the Tar Heel defenders are arm tackling in space, leading to leaky yardage given up. I think they're getting hats to the football, which suggests that the scheme in place is working, and they just struggle to get players down in space. But and it's the biggest of buts, a butt so big it'd make a Kardashian proud. There's no panic in that group when things aren't going well, and they find ways to win the game. When Carolina punted it away with less than 6 minutes on the clock, I assumed the game was all but over. Instead of going for it, Mac Brown trusted his defense and Gene Chizik to come up with one more stop. And what do you know? They were rewarded with a Cam Kelly interception. This is a bad defense, yet it continues to be a timely one, and when you pair that with a generational talent at quarterback, you can clearly get away with it. The UNC defense feels like a guest invited to Thanksgiving that forgot to bring a dish, and as they're pulling into the driveway, the finest cooked turkey inexplicably falls out of the sky, saving the day. For the casual fan that watched this game, the Carolina defense might wind up being the best evidence that Drake May should win the Heisman for getting this team to the top 15, with the redshirt freshman once again delivering with a career-high 448 passing yards, adding in 4 touchdowns along the way. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one player bring a whole team to his level quite like May has done for the Tar Heels this year. It helps that he gets to throw to Josh Downs, who battled through full body cramps tonight to extend his streak of 100+ yards in a game to 4 with 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. Appreciate it, people. We're watching the best quarterback receiver duo to ever play at UNC. Downs is simply unguardable, and I wish somebody tracked his average yards of separation from the nearest defender, because it would be ridiculously high. He is always open, and May will always find him. Behind that duo, it's scary to consider this team's ceiling and potential if it can clean up some of the red zone struggles we saw tonight or the defensive lapses. From winless on the road to undefeated away from home. 9-1 overall, Coastal Division champs. They'll take your breath away, yet you have to appreciate the fight from this team. The only question is, how will they follow up this performance? From Truist Field, I'm Taylor Vippolis, signing off for Inside Carolina.